What's up, guys? This is Brian from Lead Hounds, and this video is for the Longhorn Solar marketing team. And I also want to give a shout out to Janine for sending this over to you guys. Thanks a lot, Janine. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you all 3 things that you can start doing today to bring more customers into your business. So you might be asking yourselves, why would Brian show us these things for free? Couldn't we just do them ourselves and take advantage of the extra business? And the answer is yeah, you absolutely can do that. What I've found is that most business owners don't have the time or resources to worry about perfecting their website or showing up on Google searches. So if you are able to do that yourselves, that's great. I encourage you to use what you learn in this video. But if not, and you like what you see, give me a call or shoot me an email after you're done watching, and we can talk about next steps. Okay, so I mentioned those 3 strategies, but what are we actually talking about here? What's the goal of those strategies? And that's going to center around what's called buyer intent keywords. And that is a word or phrase that someone's going to search for when they want to find and pay for a service. So in the case of Longhorn Solar, I know you guys have a few service areas. I just decided to look at Dallas, Fort Worth. So I searched for solar panels Dallas, right? Because that's what I would search for if I was looking to install solar panels on my house. So we can look at the search results. And first what comes up is the paid ads. Those always come up top. Then we have the map pack, which we'll come back to. Finally, there's the organic rankings. And these are basically the links that pop up that you don't have to pay Google for, right? So most of the clicks from searches like this are going to go to these websites, right? And especially the top 3 here. So if we look at these businesses, you know, we have some of your competitors probably, Sunrun, DFW Solar Electric. And if we scroll down, we can look for Longhorn. And, you know, we're on to the second, third page of Google here, and I don't see Longhorn Solar. So that basically means that your website's not going to be getting any people clicking on it from searches like this. So then you got to ask yourselves, well, how many people are really looking for this stuff? And we can answer that question with this little tool I use called Ahrefs. It just gives search engine data. So there's that keyword, solar panels Dallas, and that has 1,100 searches every single month. And then if you look down this list, you know, you have related keywords that people are also searching for. Got another 800, another 500. So that means that thousands of people are searching for the service that Longhorn Solar provides. And if you're not coming up on Google for these, nobody's going to be clicking on your website. So why don't we take a look and see what keywords you do come up for? And it looks like Longhorn comes up for quite a few keywords. But let's see what they are. Let's see where you're coming up at the top. Okay, so looks like you come up for Longhorn Solar. That's always good. We scroll down this list. You know, there's a lot of companies or a lot of people who probably already know about Longhorn. So those are not going to be new customers. You've got the whole Texas area. Those are nice too. But, you know, if I'm looking for solar panels in Houston or something, and I just type this up, I don't know if you guys serve Houston, but if you don't, then it's not going to help, right? So if you scroll down this list, I'm not seeing any of those Dallas keywords. You have a few for Austin. Those are really the second page. So basically for all those other keywords, you're not going to be getting any traffic to your website. And if we look at that competitor, or one of those competitors, DFW Solar Electric, let's look at their keywords. So they're coming up near the top for all these Dallas related keywords, right? Look at how many searches there are, 700 for each of these. That's thousands of people. And they're in the 4th spot. But if we look at the search results here, so they're actually in 2nd place, and it counts the maps and the FAQ as 1 and 2. So they're the 2nd organic listing. So they're going to be getting a lot of website traffic from that. So then how can you start beating out DFW for searches like this? Well, that comes back to those three strategies that I mentioned at the start of the video. And the first one of those is going to be the content on your website. So what I mean by that is that Google wants to see about 1,500 to 2,000 words of content from its top businesses, and those words should use the keywords that you want to target, like solar panels Dallas. So if we look at longhornsolar.com, we can scroll down. Your website looks great, definitely very professional. But if we get to the bottom, you probably only have about 500 words on here, right? And then if we look at that competitor DFW, we'll scroll down for them as well. So they don't have too much either, but that's actually a good thing. That means that just by adding those 1,500 words that Google wants to see, you're going to start moving up the list and eventually beating them out. All right, now let's move on to the second strategy. That's going to be what's called backlinks. So a backlink is when another website posts a link that goes to your website. And that just tells Google, one, that you're a credible business, and two, that you're relevant to whatever that article is talking about. So if we look at Longhorn Solar again, you guys have 150 backlinks. So I can tell you've put some resources into this already. 150 is a good amount. And then your competitor, DFW, they only have 101. So you're beating them in terms of the number. But the thing about backlinks is it's not all about quantity, right? It's also about quality. So let's take a look at these backlinks and see if we can figure out why you're not beating them. Okay, so the first thing that sticks out to me is this do follow links column. So all these links that have a 0 next to it, that means that you have a backlink from this website, but they've set it up so that it doesn't give you any search power. So like Yellow Pages, they're not helping you climb those rankings because you don't have a do follow link there. And another thing that we might want to look at is what's called the anchors, and that is going to be the text from the backlink that actually has the link, right? So you have your company name, Longhorn Solar. It's good to have some of those. You have the URL. That's also good. But if we scroll down to the bottom, yeah, it's just like I guessed. You don't have any keywords in those backlinks, right? So I don't see any with solar panels Dallas or solar panels Austin in these link anchors, right? And you want to have those mixed in so that Google knows that you're relevant to those searches. Okay, so that's backlinks. Let's move on to that third thing, which is going to be the Google Map Pack. Now, I'm sure you've seen this a bunch of times. You search something, search for a business, you see this map, and then 3 featured businesses. So these 3 businesses are going to be really important because they actually get about 30 to 40% of the clicks from searches like this. So you're going to want to get into these top 3. Now, how do you do that? Well, one strategy we like to use is called citations. And a citation is basically like a backlink, except for instead of linking to your website, it goes to your Google business profile. And then another, we can do a couple more things like optimizing your images and all the fields that Google asks you to fill out on your profile. And that's going to start getting you into the top of these map rankings. All right, guys, so that's the 3 strategies I wanted to talk about. As a reminder, it's the content on your website, 1,500 to 2,000 words. It's those backlinks, right? We want to make sure we outdo your competition and make sure we do them right using those keywords. And then it's that Google Map Pack, just getting you into the top 3 businesses so that you can take advantage of that bonus traffic. All right, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you guys learned something from this. If you like what you saw, you want to talk about it further, just give me a call or shoot me an email and we can talk about next steps. All right, thanks. Have a good weekend, guys.